Let's welcome back to the show our friend Geoff Schwartz. Geoff, what's up, man?
Glad to be here, guys. Thanks for having me in this lineman-friendly chair.
Very, very lineman-friendly. And this is kind of a lineman-friendly Super Bowl. A lot of big bodies inside, but we're talked a lot about the Rams and their stars. What do you think of this Bengals season, a team that won 4 games last year?
Yeah, I've been wrong about them every step of the way, so I don't know how much you want to take for this. But I think what it is that Joe Burrow has instilled this confidence in them that no matter what happens any part of the game, he can win the game for them, right? We've all played for quarterbacks like that, and I think that to me is what this team is, right? Yeah, they have good pieces every now and then kind of around the team, but his confidence exudes through the team and allows them to win games they shouldn't be winning.
I actually think Will's point about Debo winning the MVP is a really good one, because if you look at sort of, let's say the Chiefs say, you know what, McCaffrey, you're not beating us this game, right? We're stopping you. Willie Gay's back. The run defense just says, you know what, you're done this game. Brandon Ayuk taken away by Snead. The Niners are going to move the ball. It's going to be Debo, right? I mean, there's a case to make where Debo has 2 touchdowns and 150 total yards, and he ends up being the MVP over McCaffrey.
Why do you always talk about hands? Like with Adrian Hutchinson, you're talking hands. Why is that a big deal?
Well, that's what, I mean, if you can knock an offensive lineman's hands off, then you get to the quarterback quicker, right? I mean, it's as simple as that can be. And, you know, Hutchinson's issue, too, is his arms are a little bit shorter than other
right.
defensive ends. And so, you know, if I can get my hands on you first, I can win the rep, right? If his hands are shorter, that means I can get mine quicker onto him, essentially. But if you can knock mine off, if I go to punch you and you knock my hand off, you get around the corner quicker if my feet and kind of balance aren't there. So there's a lot of things that happen with your hands. And if you can't stress me as an offensive tackle, really 3 ways, outside, inside, or through me, I don't have to worry about as much. And I think with Kayvon Thibodeau, he doesn't really have the outside pass rush like swipe move yet, which we see so popular now in the NFL, that kind of double chop thing. It's very important to be able to knock the hands off of someone.
What are the odds Jason Kelce will be playing week 1 with the Eagles in Brazil? What are the odds that this particular person will be involved in Bear Bets podcast week 1 when the Eagles are playing in Brazil?
Just drive it.
Yes, yeah. We love our producer, Chelsea Walker.
So here's the thing about Kelce. It's interesting. So
just winding her up.
A lot of players say at the end of the season, I'm going to retire. And then they spend a month drinking at football games and having the best time of your life. And then you realize, like, March and April, when your body starts feeling better and OTAs are coming up soon, Bear, and the weather gets a little bit warmer and the joints feel better and you're around your family for a while, you're like, I got to go back to work. And so I think Kelce probably thinks he's going to retire. Obviously, the way he talked after the game, they lost the game, sounded like he was going to retire. Watch that play again, first of all.
I watched it several times. Explain it to me. That's the point of this show.
Donovan Smith holds a lot. I will not just, he does that a lot. This was not holding. The defender, the pass rusher, ran into the middle of his chest, and Donovan Smith grabbed him up and said, nope, no more. And the defender was standing straight up in the air, waving like Forrest Gump at the official. His rush was done. He got blocked. That's called being blocked. Okay. And then, by the way, you want to watch the rest of the play. Smith drove him like 25 yards out of the picture. That wasn't holding, okay?
I think it was less than 10 years ago now when the NFL was upset that Tony Romo was hosting.
Did a fantasy football convention. That's right.
For like $1,000 prize or whatever it was in Vegas. And that was what, 2015?
Something like that, yeah.
And now we have the Super Bowl in Las Vegas. So clearly they've gone over it, the partnerships with the gambling companies and the wagering companies. And, you know, look, this is what the world is now, right? It's what the country is. Where a lot of states are legalizing it now, even more. My home state's doing it in March. Like, you have to embrace it, and the NFL's doing it. You mentioned sort of amateur betting, wagering, and if you want to sort of get into it a little bit more, the future market is really a way to go. And it's something I had to learn as I kind of got into this journey where, like, I didn't want to bet futures because I didn't want my money tied up. And that's part of it, right? Like, if you bet a future, your money's tied up. But the amount of options you have if you strategically bet futures to win money, get off your wagers, head wagers, is a lot. Like, it's a significant amount, and it makes it a less stressful Sunday if you sort of have this in your back pocket, knowing, like, I had Chiefs to win an AFC Championship game, so I could bet Baltimore and feel fine doing so. I have Chiefs to win the Super Bowl. He has Niners, of course, and Chiefs. It just makes it so you make money no matter what at times, and it's a good way to sort of get into it.